It's not a bad place to be tonight, and for more reason than just that. What a scene here. We've got a Carter Finley in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Wolfpack ranked for the first time since 2010, hosting number 17. Louisville means a very big game in the ACC. And the Wolfpack are getting ready. They debut their black Howl uniforms for the first time, wearing them here at Carter Finley Stadium. And the head coach getting ready to release his Wolfpack out onto the field. Here they come. And on the other side of things, the Cardinals of Louisville, 17th ranked team in the country, with the reigning Heisman Trophy winner Lamar Jackson already out on the sideline getting ready for the start of this one. I mean, it's hard to believe it's been a long time since this stadium has hosted a matchup between two ranked teams. Phillip Rivers was a freshman quarterback the last time that happened 17 years ago. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Dave Fleming alongside a couple of brothers, Matt and Tim Hasselbeck. Great to have these guys with us here tonight. A huge part of our NFL coverage, but joining us for Thursday night college football, where we get a heck of a matchup in the ACC. And it's not just two really good teams. It's some of the best individual players in the country, and it starts with that Heisman Trophy winner Lamar Jackson.
Plain and simple, he is the most exciting player in college football. There's no question about it. He can beat you as a runner. He can beat you as a passer. You mentioned he won the Heisman Trophy last year. He's even better. He's developed as a pocket passer, and he has a chance to show that tonight.
Well, I don't know if he's going to get a chance to be a pocket passer tonight. This defensive line for NC State starts 4 seniors, all with NFL talent, led by Bradley Chubb. He's got a great personality. He's the spark plug of this defense, and the spark of this team is the defense 8th in the FBS against the run, but they can also get after the passer. They need to create some turnovers tonight.
And I do think that may determine this game. Can the offensive line hold off those 4, give Lamar Jackson a chance to make some plays? That defensive line for the Wolfpack should get some help from the crowd. It is so loud in here. For more on that, let's go downstairs to Laura Rutledge.
Yeah, Dave, I'm already dodging the band over here. It is loud down here. The Wolfpack is ready to roar, and you can hear the crowd certainly, but a lot of fans and players and coaches alike say this is a different feeling here at NC State right now. They love it. The players say they go to practice, then they go to class, and their professors are finally congratulating them about a good game. That hadn't happened in a long time here. They're hoping their professors have a lot to congratulate them on tomorrow.
All right, Laura, and we will be watching those students have fun, enjoy this atmosphere. It's hard to believe NC State, with all the history of great talent in this program, the last time they were a ranked team in the top 25, Russell Wilson was the quarterback here, 2010. So for these folks, and it's not like they haven't had any big games, but for these folks, Louisville, 17th ranked team in the country, Lamar Jackson coming here to Raleigh. This is a big, big game for NC State. All right, a little smile from Ryan Finley. A big-time college football game tonight in Raleigh. And here we go. NC State won the toss. They have deferred. Kyle Bambard will kick it deep to Louisville. The Cardinals will have the ball first. And it's Seth Dawkins around the 5-yard line for the kick return. Dawkins broke 1 tackle, not a second, not a third. Good coverage for the Wolfpack, and we will get our first look tonight at number 8, the Heisman Trophy winner, youngest guy ever to win the award, Lamar Jackson, who both Tim and Matt described as maybe the most exciting player, regardless of position in college football. Hard to argue that. A kid from the Miami area. His first FBS win as a starter actually came against NC State. Both times he's faced the Wolfpack, he has played really well. Heisman Trophy winner from last year, and playing at a very high level here in 2017. So the first play from scrimmage, Jackson will hand the ball off in a straight ahead run for a nice first down gain for the Cardinals. And I do think Louisville is going to lean on that run game a little bit, perhaps to get pass rush off of Jackson, try to establish something on the ground. Reggie Bonifant got the first carry of the night. There will be times when Louisville goes quicker tempo, being pretty deliberate. First time they have the ball. Jackson almost lost it. Did not fumble, but he goes down. And there is number 9, Bradley Chubb with the sack.
Well, that's Bradley Chubb with the sack, but really this is coverage here. I think he's got enough time to get the ball off. Nobody was open. We've got a great vantage point from it up here in the box. That's a coverage sack all the way.
Here's the other thing. They're backed up near the student section, and that place is going crazy right now, certainly contributing for that defensive line.
Yeah, I think it's been a long time since it's been this loud here in this stadium. Play clock winding down. They get the ball, snap. Jackson pressured immediately. On the run, he completes the pass, but it's short of the first down. Des Fitzpatrick comes up with a catch, but fourth down, presumably Louisville's going to punt it away.
Well, when you get free shots at the quarterback, you cannot lose containment. And we've seen time and time again where this quarterback makes huge plays when there's unblocked guys.
And that time he made a play, but not big enough. 4th and 2. So a 3 and out for Louisville's offense. And NC State with the punt return team out there. Nyheim Hines, who is a very dangerous returner, the starting running back. And it's hard to get that loud. So now King, pressure comes. He gets the punt away. That could be returnable for Hines, who bobbles it, and the ball is loose, scooped up along the sideline, and Nyheim got some help from a teammate to avoid the turnover. Maurice Troel, a nice play to keep possession for Ryan Finley and the Wolfpack offense. Finley, a little bit under the radar, played football and basketball from the Phoenix area, began his college career at Boise State, highly regarded high school quarterback. Went to Boise State, got hurt, lost his starting job, transferred here to NC State. He's got 3 years of eligibility with the Wolfpack. This is his second year with NC State. 257 pass attempts, and that is an active streak without an interception. He has been really good this year for the Wolfpack.
Well, don't jinx him. The first play last time against Louisville was a pick 6.
So he's going to try to do a little bit better than that as NC State has the ball for the first time. Balanced offense for North Carolina State. Hines, who fumbled the punt return, covered by his teammate with the first carry of the night.
Well, another thing that NC State would like to do is they would like to have a long, sustained drive and keep Louisville and that offense off the field.
They do go quickly with the tempo, but they're not a team that takes a ton of shots downfield. Get to the line quickly and then allow Finley to make an adjustment to the call. Jacoby Myers went in motion there. It's 2nd and 5, and a play fake. On the rollout, nice delivery, a little bit low, but scooped up for the catch, and the NC State first down, Kelvin Harmon. And we'll see. Harmon's trying to get to the line quickly. I don't think he caught that one.
Oh, better hurry up and run a play.
The review. Replay has determined that the receiver did not complete the process of the catch. By rule, that's an incomplete pass. We'll have 3rd down and 6. The ball will be placed in the middle of the field. The clock will start on the snap.
Well, we all knew it, but that does change the calculus here for Dave Doran and his offense. After the defense came up with a 3 and out, now his offense facing a 3rd and a long 5. Louisville's defense this year has been good, not great, and we saw that highly anticipated matchup in Louisville against Clemson, where the defense really got burned. 3rd and 5. After the replay overturned, Finley with time in the pocket completes the pass with the big hit, and guess who? Not number 1, number 11, who is emerging as a big play guy on the outside, Jacoby Myers.
Well, I really like that 3rd down concept. For these guys to win, they got to convert on 3rd downs. 3rd and 5 or less is manageable, in my opinion.
So a 9-yard gain on 3rd and 5, 1st and 10 Wolfpack. Out to the 40. Now they'll bring Jalen Samuels into the backfield, kind of a pistol type formation. Plenty of time on that play clock, and they will hand the ball off to Samuels. Traditional running back look for a nice first down gain.
And they brought the corner blitz there. They started in an empty formation with no threat of the run. Like you said, Dave, they brought the running back into the pistol formation. Now it's a threat of a run, and they're going to bring the corner blitz to stop it.
That's a good job by that offensive line. When you bring the corner, you have an extra defender in there. They sorted it out. Good job by the guys up front.
And that has been a theme for NC State. Their defensive line gets all the credit. The offensive line has been playing at a very high level.
Well, they're heating them up again. They've got the blitz up top.
And got to the corner for a first down and more with Samuels.
Listen, this is a great decision by the quarterback. It's a run-pass option. He's got the ability to hand the football off, but if he gets pressure off the corner, which he does there, you just throw the bubble screen. It's an easy pickup, basically an extension of their run game.
Stephon Lewis maybe got away with grabbing a little bit of the jersey, getting that block on the wide receiver Lewis. First and 10, NC State now into Louisville territory. On the move, first drive of the game for the Wolfpack.
Got bump and run coverage for the first time tonight.
A chance to go down the sideline, and what an acrobatic catch in traffic by Lewis.
They love this kid, Steph Lewis. Like I said, bump and run coverage. They were sitting back early. They love these big receivers here at NC State. Give them a chance. Keep the ball in bounds. What a great play.
I think that's an early nominee for You Got Mossed right there by Steph Lewis.
Randy Moss!
Randy Moss!
We got someone who got mossed, buddy.
He got 5 feet down and controlled the ball. And it is right at the 10-yard line, so it is first and goal. With Samuels in motion, they'll fake it to him, and the ball comes out. The ball is loose on the turf. Louisville thinks they have it, and they do. That's a turnover. And Finley just dropped the ball, it looked like to me. But instead of points, James Hearns comes up with the ball. Louisville will take over.
I think what happens in the fly sweep motion, I think ends up knocking the ball out of Finley's hands.
Yeah, maybe that's it. First quarter. That first quarter flew by, didn't it?
It flew by, and it's been a really fun game so far.
And I think Lamar Jackson thinking, I would like to get the ball back sometime soon. That's what the Wolfpack are trying to avoid. Huge game tonight in the ACC. Big crowd in Raleigh after quarter number 1. No score, Louisville and the Wolfpack. Let's go down to the sideline, Laura Rutledge.
Yeah, Dave, this Louisville offense still trying to figure out how to deal with the noise. Offensive line coach Mike Summers reminding the linemen what every single different variation of Lamar Jackson's clapping means. Also telling them, hold on to your man just a second longer in pass pro to buy him some time.
In the pocket, now on the move. That throw is knocked away incomplete. Intended for the tight end, Mickey Crum.
Well, it's a great point by Laura, and we talked to these guys about their silent count and how do you prepare for this? Do you do it in practice? And what they told us, they said, no, actually, last week at home versus Murray State, we went silent count the whole game just to practice it.
That's unusual, I think.
It is
highly unusual.
We'll see if it works tonight. Still scoreless between these ranked ACC teams.
I'm sure they felt pretty confident against Murray State last week.
It's a little easier to do it when you have that.
I think they had a plan with that going in, yes.
Second and 10. Jackson pressured by Chubb, but bought some time. That throw into coverage incomplete. He overshot his man Fitzpatrick by plenty.
And long foul ball there, you know, great coverage, kind of a throwaway, us or nobody. Don't fault him for that at all. You know, there's some people that would, you know, criticize accuracy. The accuracy on that play, not a big deal. This third down, this is where it matters. It's getting loud every third down, especially 3rd and 10 or more. It's getting real loud.
For 2 on 3rd down. Williams in the backfield. The pressure came very quickly, and that one sails over the head of the wide receiver. Incomplete. 4th and 10.
Yeah, and basically it's pressure up the middle on center Robbie Bell. That's where NC State wanted to attack. Pressure up the middle. We're talking about Lamar Jackson being a better player from inside the pocket, but it's right in his face. It's hard to play when you have people in your lap as a quarterback.
My buddy on Sunday Countdown, Rex Ryan, will be proud. They stemmed and shifted to that old Buddy Ryan Bear defense on that to confuse the offensive line.
It worked. So King punting again. That one more of a line drive kind of kick. Fair catch. Hines at the 41. will send us to a timeout. Little inside access from the Wolfpack offensive meeting rooms with Coach Drink. We'll have that for you when we come back.
Q, triple right, will come back with Nike. We'll get them to jump off sides, get your free shot. If they don't jump, okay, H gone, and we'll go Cali Baird. Just go up there, thief it, get the first down. Here's another look at Winston Razor. Okay, another look at Winston Razor. Option to the dig right there. If that will linebacker sinks underneath the dig, the check spot's right in front of him. Biggest thing for us is we got to communicate. Okay, no matter what's going on, communicate. Q's on 3, 1, 2, 3. Q's.
Well, very cool to have the inside access in the quarterback meeting room on game day with Coach Drink and his quarterbacks. Matt and Tim, you guys both were in a lot of those meetings. What were they talking about?
I love it. It's like your own language there.
A little swing pass here on first down with a block. Samuels gets to the corner and finally knocked out of bounds right near midfield.
Listen, the best thing about that meeting is basically what you're doing is you're going through the game. You're going through the situations of when you want to speed up like they're doing now or short yardage, which is what they were talking about in that meeting.
I also loved, he said, hey, if we get him to jump, you know, free play. That's Aaron Rodgers right there. Free play, make him pay.
Handoff on second down and short, and NC State did not get there. That's Reggie Gillespie, his first carry of the night. The center, Garrett Bradbury, hurt. He is out of the game. And Finley from under center hands off to Samuels when they need a yard. That's usually the guy who gets the ball. He got a half a yard. He stopped a little bit short.
They did not get the first down. We've got a young center who 2 years ago was playing high school football in North Carolina. Now he's playing on Thursday night football. Got a fourth down, and they're going to go for it anyway.
Here we go. This is what they were talking about in the quarterback meeting room. Thief it, quarterback sneak. It's exactly what they're doing.
And they run right behind him. I love it.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here with us this week speaking the quarterback language, because that was the day of game quarterback meeting.
It really was, and he said in that you could thief it, just
thief
steal it.
Thief it.
You see it, take it. Tom Brady does that well. These guys did it excellent right there.
That's Ryan Finley's role model, Tom Brady. He's learning everything about the Patriots quarterback.
We've got to emulate.
And pretty good. That's their first rushing first down for the Wolfpack. Sculthorpe, the redshirt freshman center, will.
You got tight press coverage once again.
Got the post.
Taking a shot.
He's got the post.
He's open. It is caught at the 10. Touchdown. Kelvin Harmon.
Great throw.
And great read. I mean, we mentioned it pre-snap. You got tight man-to-man coverage. That time it was outside coverage. They're taking advantage of the freshman, the true freshman, number 6, Russ Yeast. I believe that's the second time. We've got the injury to Jair Alexander, one of the best corners in the game. Probably the second best corner in the ACC, and that's quite a compliment.
The thing they wanted Ryan Finley to improve on this offseason, become a better runner and become a better deep ball thrower.
He looked like he's a pretty good deep ball thrower on that one. Extra point up and good. 48 yards, and with 11:47 to go in the second quarter, we were expecting maybe a little more offense than this. We get our first points on the board in the end zone, and the Cardinals will take the touchback. Another throw across the middle, beautifully delivered, and the big hit will stop Louisville short of the first down. Corey Reed.
Well, they went to that Buddy Ryan Bear defense once again. Lamar recognizes it and gets the ball out quick right over the middle where he had a guy wide open. But again, third down is going to be the difference in this game. We've got a 3rd and 4. We're saying maybe 3rd and 3 here, but either way, this is what you want to have as a play caller. 3rd and 5 or less.
Play clock winding down. Jackson's going to have to hurry here. Down to 2. They get it snapped. A scramble. And Jackson's going to get the first down and puts a hit on the defender before he goes out of bounds.
Well, a really good disguise by NC State. And again, no one open. And that's where Lamar Jackson just says, hey, I've got another tool in my toolbox. And that's I can just run for the first down.
When you lose contain on him and you make life really easy for him, which is exactly what happens there. Chubb ends up with an inside rush, giving the edge to Jackson.
11-yard gain, first down Louisville into Wolfpack territory. Trying to tie the game with a touchdown. Handoff, nice hold, good run with Becton helping lead the way. It'll be second down. Lamar Jackson, he's athletic. He also can play pretty physically.
Well, he put on some weight this offseason because he wanted to be a more physical player. He's listed at 6'3". I believe he's about 212 pounds. Tough guy to tackle. He looked like he delivered the blow.
But he's going to learn that's unnecessary, especially at the next level.
Yeah, you had the first down. Now Jackson with the play fake. And inside the 25 down to the 23, another Louisville first down.
Well, I believe it was Contavious Street, the defensive end up top to the left of the quarterback, that really overplayed this. He needs to come more downhill, more straight line to the quarterback. He overplayed it as if he was going for the sack. Easy read for the quarterback to keep it on the run.
All right, where the Heisman Trophy winner is playing in front of a lot of NFL scouts. There are a ton of decision makers who are here tonight watching him and others. That throw right into the breadbasket and caught after the bobble by Dawkins. Touchdown.
Well, just like we saw Ryan Finley do on the other side, got press man-to-man coverage, inside technique. They took the fade up top. Perfect throw. Good job of the wide receiver saving some room on the sideline. Doesn't catch it at first. I don't know if that counts as you got Moss, but it counts as a touchdown.
It's a perfect throw, and there really is no defense for a perfect throw. It's a good job by Lamar. After a couple runs, getting this offense going, to be able to stand in the pocket and make a throw that accurately.
23-yard touchdown. The extra point coming up. Kick is up and good.
Well, this is just a pitch and catch. It helps when your wide receiver is 6'3", but all these scouts that came tonight, all these fans to see the reigning Heisman Trophy winner and this year's candidate to play lights out. He's playing lights out. Perfect throw.
Just drop it in the bucket.
Well, we mentioned it, guys. There are a ton of NFL personnel people who are here tonight watching NC State and Louisville.
Some of them looking for quarterbacks.
Yeah, some of them are.
Some of them look for D linemen.
A lot of them are.
They're in the right spot.
And a lot of teams represented. Those scouts, they almost always wear their team gear.
I've seen some GMs here tonight also.
Yeah, so it's not just scouts. They have big-time decision makers.
Yeah. And Seahawks.
Yeah, got the hat.
Look at that.
Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson does everything for the Seahawks. This guy's amazing.
Close.
Plays the Rams this weekend.
Russell, of course, spent part of his college career here in Raleigh, finished at Wisconsin, now one of the great stars in the NFL. And Nyheim Hines fell down. The Wolfpack get the ball back. Let's go down to Laura.
Yeah, Dave, I talked to a number of these scouts, and there are a few who say he totally fits as an NFL quarterback, and they love his big play ability with his legs. They see some opportunity to develop the arm. And then there are a couple that said, no, they don't see him being developed enough as a passer to make it at the NFL level. Also, a lot of them said the reason why they picked this game, other than it just being a Thursday and easy to get here, is the fact that Lamar Jackson is going up against a legitimate D-line in this NC State D-line. Obviously, they have their eyes on a few of those players as well.
Yeah, good stuff. What do you guys think about Lamar Jackson? We could talk more about it as the game goes on, but Jackson, NFL future, he got a shot?
Without a doubt. And the kid keeps getting better, and he's coachable.
And he wants to improve in the pocket, which is where he needs to improve. And the other skills, you can't teach. He has those already.
He does. Well, not a bad little move there on the first down run for the Wolfpack. I'm not sure what happened to Hines on the kick return, but it's given NC State poor field position to start this drive. Game tied at 7. Dave Fleming, Matt Hasselbeck, Tim Hasselbeck, Laura Rutledge down on the sidelines. Two ranked teams here in Raleigh. A beautiful full moon kind of night. Ryan Finley, nice delivery, and there goes Samuels out into the open. The big guy to midfield. He breaks a tackle to the 30. Jalen Samuels leaps over a defender inside the 10. First and goal.
Great recognition by Ryan Finley. Press man coverage everywhere except on the way inside on Jay Sams. He recognizes it, gets him the ball early, on time, and great yards after the catch.
And you see why they want the ball in his hands as much as possible. And don't be surprised to see this NC State offense to try to hurry up after a big play. It's one of the things they like to do.
79 yards. Finley got the ball to him. Jalen Samuels did the rest. How about that? First and goal. Hines play fake. Finley's going to keep it. And Finley cuts inside. That wasn't a bad move by a guy who's not known for his ability. Gets inside the 5.
It wasn't a good move either. That's not the strength.
Listen, he said he liked Tom Brady.
Fair.
I think he's emulating Tom Brady's running ability as well. But what it will do, NC State has not run the football that effectively, and it's about keeping them honest on defense. So not a bad play call in this situation.
It's a great point, and it's actually a great read. He felt the backside end coming down the line, trying to cut back, take that cutback lane away. He kept the ball for a gain.
He got 4 yards. I thought it had a chance to be kind of a disaster. They will just hand it off to Samuels. He cuts inside, but goes nowhere. It'll be 3rd and goal.
In fairness, we're comparing him to the quarterback on the other side. That's why it didn't seem so nice. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what?
He's never going to be a good.
He's got an opportunity here. 3rd and goal. This is as big of a play as we've had tonight.
After a huge play to get them inside the 10, Dave Doran wants his offense to punch it in. You play Louisville and Lamar Jackson, you do not want to settle for field goals. From the shotgun, Finley's going to throw. A little pump fake.
He's got nothing.
He throws it. Touchdown!
What a play.
He found something.
Well, he made something out of nothing because that was great coverage by the defensive backs of Louisville. They tried to run an inside-out route combination. Nobody was open. Looked like he was going to have to throw the ball away.
This is one of the advantages when you have a converted quarterback playing wide receiver. He sees the quarterback in trouble and comes and work for him. Be careful, though. It looked like he maybe stepped out of bounds before he caught this football.
Jacoby Myers, it was a great move by Myers to come back to the ball, find a little space. But I think that's what they're going to look at. That was close.
After review, replay has determined that the receiver stepped out of bounds, returned back in bounds to touch the pass. By rule, that's illegal touching. The penalty is loss of down, 2nd down at the previous spot. The ball will be placed at the 4-yard line.
And it's not 2nd down where Dave Doran's going, huh?
It'll be 4th down. The clock will start on my snap.
Well, he's got the extra point team out there. It'd be easy just to leave him out there for the field goal.
Well, and after the penalty now, it makes it an easy decision. I think it's the right move here. Go up, take the lead, kick it in, give your kicker a little bit of confidence as well.
The kicking game has not been perfect for the Wolfpack. Now, this shouldn't be too difficult, but Carson Wise, who is a grad transfer from Carson Newman, has had some problems. Dave Doran not fully confident, I don't think, in the field goal kick game. This is basically like an extra point. Good snap, good hold, and good kick. That's a big difference, though. Instead of 7, the Wolfpack get 3 to take a 10-7 lead. All right, let's take one last look at it. Jacoby Myers. I mean, it was a great effort by the quarterback, by the receiver, but
fans didn't like it, but it's the right call.
Foot was on the line. No touchdown. Field goal. Wolfpack ahead by 3. Now, of course, I don't have to tell the Hasselbecks this. That's not tap dancing. That's
clogging.
Clogging.
We knew that.
You know all about it.
The official folk dance of the state of North Carolina. They have a club, a clogging club.
Can I be honest? I had no idea. I had no idea. Now I know.
I think you'd be pretty good at it.
Clogging. Low line drive kind of kickoff, and it will be down for a touchback as Louisville and Lamar Jackson get the ball back. 10-7 Wolfpack. Jackson being pressured, trying to dance around, and now he is finally going to go down. He actually, did he shovel the ball off, or did it get fumbled away? Stanbury, the tight end, came away with the football, and then they blew the whistle. It's going to be a big loss no matter what. Ball get ripped out. As Bryant was there, then a hit from the backside. Yeah, that ball was fumbled. What a heads-up play by Stanbury, and a very fortunate bounce for Louisville.
Louisville protection is not holding up when they're trying to push the ball down the field like they were trying to do there.
Well, it was an 8-man protection with a 2-man route, and both guys were covered.
And they got the sack. Jackson, little pump fake, throw across the middle for the catch. For a nice gain across the 30-yard line to Des Fitzpatrick.
Well, really nice by Lamar Jackson there. He had number 1 open. He went to number 2. He was not open. He went to number 3. He was open. Big play.
The way the ball snaps off his hand is so impressive. That is the flick of the wrist on about a 15-yard in cut. That's really well done.
That's kind of the signature throw for Lamar Jackson in a lot of ways. 3rd and 3. They'll bring some pressure again. They got a hit on Jackson, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, third down is clearly the blitz down tonight for NC State. They brought pressure once again. He had to throw it a little bit quicker than he wanted to. He sees the pressure. He throws away from the pressure. But a nice job by this defense. You really got to tip your cap to these guys. The way that they've come out and played against one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the game has been nice.
Bradley Chubb is giving Christian, the left tackle, all he can handle. I'm not sure he touched Bradley Chubb on that inside move.
You saw why so many of the scouts are here to watch number 9, just like they're here to watch number 8. Another punt for Louisville. NC State's going to get the ball back. Hines cuts it upfield with open room. Now there is a flag on the play to midfield and into Louisville territory. We'll see if this one's coming back.
Looks like a block in the back by the body language that I'm seeing here.
Or on the return, legal block in the back. Return team number 33. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That costs a lot of field position.
Sometimes it's hard. You just can't help yourself. It's not much of a push at all.
Usually putting your hands up in the air signifies, hey, I did something wrong. Look at me and throw the flag.
You know, my kids do that sometimes too.
They can move the ball into scoring position. Finley's throw incomplete.
Well, I'm not sure who that ball was being thrown to. If that ball was a grenade, both guys would have been in trouble. Kind of in between both of them, but it wasn't to either one.
Well, Finley's got that streak. No interceptions thrown in a long time. The longest active streak in college football. He did have one last week, though, that was called back because of penalty.
Hey, those don't count.
And
those do not count.
They definitely don't count, Dave. I mean, you know, watch it there.
Yeah.
Dave, you throw so many that are perfect that go off the receiver's hands that count as interception, it all evens out.
Yeah, the Wolfpack coaches didn't necessarily agree with you guys. That run to the outside, nice bounce by Gillespie. First down, NC State.
I really like Gillespie as a runner. He's a tough physical runner. Good stiff arm there. Gets him out of trouble. 2nd and 10 is really not a great down and distance for an offensive play caller. But to get a first down on a run like that, an outside zone, that's got to make you feel good.
Dave Fleming alongside the Hasselbecks, Matt and Tim. Laura Rutledge is with us on Thursday night. Here from Carter Finley in Raleigh. 2 minutes plus to go, first half. That a dangerous throw. I thought it was a little high in the end, incomplete.
NC State's got to try a double move coming up here at some point. That's 2 times in a row now where they've run these hitches at about 6 yards. And the corners for Louisville are playing so aggressively right on them. It would surprise me if we don't see a double move at some point in this drive.
Absolutely, and you know, the reason it was high, it was good that it was high. It was pick 6 if it wasn't. He saw it at the last second, didn't feel good about it, let it sail.
How about like right here, maybe a double
well,
move?
you got tight press coverage up top once again.
On 2nd and 10, Finley
There's
steps
a double
up.
move.
Down the left sideline and an opening. The pass is caught. Steph Lewis down to the 11. Another big play for NC State.
So he takes the off coverage on the other side because you have a double move. You want off coverage on a double move, like a hitch and go or a slant and go and out and up, not press. Good throw, great catch.
It's exactly what you're looking for. Aggressive corners. They want to jump that. They're begging to jump it.
Touchdown.
Hines. And that was a big sequence for NC State. 7 plays, 77 yards down the field into the end zone.
A lot of credit to Eli Drinkwitz. Recognizes that they're sitting on routes, double move, quarterback with a good accurate throw, great catch. They finish it with a touchdown.
Well, that guy number 12, Steph Lewis, has made 2 really nice plays on the outside in this first half. An extra point is good. 17-7 Wolfpack. Let's take another look at that touchdown run.
So it's a good job of the guys up front. Hat on a hat, get up a seam, 1 foot and go. Hines into the end zone.
And that defensive end, he stutter steps because of what? The quarterback boot threat. They ran it earlier in the game. It was effective enough for a touchdown run.
Still time on the clock for Lamar Jackson. Hoping to get the ball back with some decent field position. Seth Dawkins set up deep. And this kick is toward the goal line. And returnable for Travion Samuel. to the 20 and gets upended there. Jackson pressured. Jackson with that acceleration got away from the first guy, not the second. It is a first down with the big hit on the end of that play from Fernandez, the middle linebacker.
Well, again, I think these Louisville coaches are cringing when they see him deliver the blow like that. But
well, the NC State defensive coaches are holding their breath when he takes off running.
I don't know. You got 3 timeouts. I'm not sure why they didn't use at least one of them in that sequence. We're down to 37 seconds on the clock. That was a drop from Mickey Crum. But to me, that's just too much time ticking off the clock when you're still around midfield.
It's one of the challenges that you have when you have a quarterback that's running. You know, that's the guy that's your coach on the field to help you take the timeout.
Out of the timeout, Jackson pressured. He'll try to scramble here, and Jackson gets away and then throws it away. They ended up taking 8 seconds or so. 3rd and 10 with 29 seconds on the clock here, first half.
Nice catch by the fans here. Got an athletic crowd here.
All the way up into the seats.
Well, that was Bradley Chubb, one-on-one in open space with Lamar Jackson. He can't believe he couldn't get the sack, but
as he got him to the sideline, that's about as good as you're going to get.
Chubb's playing very well up front. Blanton Creaky, the field goal kicker, hoping to have a chance. Stumble and an open receiver to catch inside the 30. How did Jackson even stay on his feet?
We saw a lot of people slipping so far tonight, but sometimes what happens when a quarterback slips just a little bit, the defense relaxes and guys get open.
All right, ended up being a great catch by Des Fitzpatrick, who's having a monster first half, 27 yards. He's over 100 for the game.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
Listen, we're talking about Lamar Jackson playing from inside the pocket. That's playing from inside the pocket there. You lose your footing, you're able to regather yourself, and then drive that middle of the field read, which is what he does there. That's excellent.
8 seconds. You got 4 guys back near the goal line. They will throw, and wide open. Fitzpatrick steps out of bounds. Smart play by the freshman receiver. 3 seconds on the clock.
Well, I'm not in love with that defensive call because they conceded the 3 points.
They did. That was unusual.
Look at this. He got 4 guys deep across the back, basically the 5-yard line. It's just giving you an easy field goal attempt.
And that's not end of game where you're trying. That is strange.
Good awareness by the quarterback, though.
He took what they gave him. So Creaky, 33-yard attempt. So now 28 yards for Creaky. Good hold. The kick is perfect. Right down the middle. On the final play of the first half, Louisville will take 3 extra points into the locker room. 17-10. That's our halftime score. NC State with the lead. We'll send you out to studio. Here's Adnan, Joey, and Jesse. Thursday night football from Raleigh, North Carolina. This is the ACC on ESPN as we get ready to start the second half. One of the biggest games here in a long while. A couple of ranked teams in the ACC. NC State with the 17-10 lead over Lamar Jackson and Louisville. Dave Fleming back with you alongside the Hasselbecks, Tim and Matt. And guys, we expected a really good game. We've got a good game.
We've got a great game. We've got a great atmosphere. And we've got really good quarterback play. That's what we've seen. And if you're NC State, you also cannot relax because Lamar Jackson can turn this game around.
Yeah, we know that can happen fast, and Lamar Jackson will have to wait to get on the field because NC State, remember, won the toss and deferred. So Louisville had the ball first. NC State will get it first to start the second half with that touchdown lead. The kick return set up to the 20, bouncing off tacklers out close to the 30. You guys mentioned the quarterback play. We focused on Jackson a lot. How about Ryan Finley's performance?
Well, it's been great quarterback play. Ryan Finley, elite intelligence, his coach told us, but he's been calm, cool, collected, and composed, and he's made them pay in tight man-to-man bump and run coverage down the field. We saw later on with the double move. Then we saw the post against quarters coverage with outside technique. He recognizes it. Great numbers really for him, very efficient. On the other side of the ball, not quite as efficient with completion percentage, but still an electric player, Lamar Jackson. Fun to watch, and he's playing good football as well.
The big plays were a factor. Twice as many yards per attempt for Finley than for the Heisman Trophy winner. Get it to Samuels on first down, trying to find a block. He was patient there. Got a few
Le'Veon
yards.
Bell.
Well, he did look like that a little
Cut
bit.
you off there. He looked like Le'Veon Bell behind the blocks right there. This guy can do it all, though. Jay Sams, as they call him. They say Jay Sams time. They try to get him a certain amount of touches in the run game. They don't worry about it in the passing game because the ball just finds him, and that's the highest compliment you can give to a wide receiver type.
I think you and I would agree of the guys we got to sit down and talk to. I mean, really just impressed with his football knowledge and just passion to play the game.
2nd and 7. He had the one big play. Otherwise, he's been relatively quiet. He's had some monster games this year for NC State. Ranked for the first time since Russell Wilson was their quarterback. He'll get another touch here. Samuels, little stutter step move, and he dove forward to get the first down. And he delivered a hit at the end of it, too.
Well, it's the same thing the other way. He's in the slot. They got inside technique because the guy's hedging his bet on the run. They said, oh, you want to get nosy with the run? We'll throw you out a bubble screen right there like that, and we'll fall forward and get a gain.
He compared himself to Ty Montgomery, and you can see why. There is similarities in his game.
Ty Montgomery, who was a wide receiver all throughout his college career, has become a good NFL running back. A pass incomplete.
So here's what they did there, Dave. They ran the same play. They ran the play to the left, the bubble screen, then the bubble screen over here to the right, and they felt like they were too aggressive, so they did the fake bubble screen, tried to take a shot downfield. I think it was maybe a little bit premature.
Finley ended up just sort of throwing it away, intended for Jacoby Myers. 2nd and 10, right near midfield. First drive of the second half. Wolfpack leading by a touchdown.
The benefit, though, is now when they do run the bubble screen again, say they want to run it, those guys aren't going to jump it. They're going to remember the play they just ran.
Finley across the middle. Nice delivery for the catch and the first down. Kelvin Harmon.
This is the definition of a rhythm throw for a quarterback. Just a spot route by Harmon. You have a wide route by the running back. And it's just a rhythm throw. It's catch. He's the first read in the progression. Ball out accurately to the face mask. It's perfect.
You got a formation into the boundary. You don't see this very often.
First down just outside the 10. This is where NC State has not been as good on offense. They have moved the ball at will tonight. In scoring position, they haven't had as much success.
Well, they're going up tempo with the first play after a big play to get an advantage, and both times we've seen them do it tonight, they've had a missed assignment, a mental error up front, and not blocking a defensive end.
Look, if it's me, you've been bogged down inside the 20. This is Jay Sam time. This is a way you have 2 downs here, potentially. You want to get the ball to Jay Sam.
Jair Alexander, by the way, has come on the field for Louisville. He's toward the top of the screen, maybe their most talented defensive back. He's been hurting. They're going at him here, and he had good coverage on the intended target.
Great coverage on Steph Lewis, and here's the thing. He hasn't been out there much. Now he sees him picking on the true freshman. He said, okay, put me out there. I'm going to give you what I got. My 80% or whatever I am, I'm going to give you what I got. Great coverage there.
They stay away from him after seeing that.
Yeah, that was good coverage. He is their best coverage guy by far when he's healthy.
And that's a good point. When he's healthy, it's good to test him out there. He's not playing for a reason. He's banged up.
Louisville does a little shuffling. Hines comes into the backfield on 3rd down at 13. They can get a first down at the 1. They get the ball to Samuels. That was well defended.
It really was, and it was an aggressive cover 0, as they like to call it, meaning 0 people helping deep.
It's an all-out blitz, and that wide receiver tear screen, as they call it, really is a blitz beater. They fake the bubble, run the tear screen. That's a nice job by Cannon, the safety.
Those plays are usually feast or famine, though, so that's either going to the house or kind of like that, a little disappointing.
NC State has to be a little disappointed with the way they've played in the red zone inside the 20.
They got to make this field goal.
35-yard try. The kick is up, and it is no good. He hooked it to the left. So the field goal kicking problems continue for NC State. I don't know that it was a great snap. What'd you guys think?
Well, it's tough to see from here, but what I do know is they've missed 3 field goals already this year. Missed a couple extra points.
Not perfect. I don't know. Did that throw off the rhythm? Maybe so.
It's a good job by the holder. Gets the ball down properly. Kick.
If this team wants to get where they're going, they got to make those kicks.
Wolfpack miss a chance to pad the lead. 17-10. Let's go downstairs to Laura Rutledge.
Dave, Matt mentioned it. Lamar Jackson has been on the sideline for a lot of this game, and he's really frustrated with that, saying to his receivers on the sideline just now, I just want to get out there and play. He's ready to get something going. Also, guys, Bobby Petrino maybe looking to change some luck. He took his jacket off and put on the red shirt. He's changed his outfit. I asked if it was for luck. He said, no, it's just hot.
Okay, maybe. Jackson in the pocket, flicks one across the middle for a nice gain and more to midfield along the sideline. Finally out of bounds, Seth Dawkins.
Well, just a great call. You got man coverage, crossing routes. You got a wide receiver running away from a linebacker type. No chance. You got the umpire in the middle of the field in college football. It acts like a nice little screen. Great block down the field by Williams, number 29. Well done.
Maybe Malik Williams' run sort of got this offense jump-started. That's a nice play. Another completion to the guy who's been the best playmaker at wide receiver for Louisville, Des Fitzpatrick.
Dave Doran talked about it at the half. He said, we got to stop Des Fitzpatrick. He's killing us by himself. Way too many catches, way too many yards.
He's got 10 catches now, 134 yards. We're halfway through the third quarter.
And they're moving him around. You know, sometimes he's outside, sometimes he's in the slot.
Number 87. Remember, Jalen Smith, who is the star wideout for this team, is hurt and missing tonight's game again. He's missed 3 in a row. Jackson, a design quarterback run. Not much room there.
Not a whole lot of room there. One of the things that NC State has done a couple times is the corner from the boundary, they've blitzed him. Well, when you do that, you leave the wide receiver to that side, and the only guy to cover him is the safety that's deep. I would not be surprised if Petrino at some point tries to attack that, anticipating a corner pressure.
Very few guys in college football notice those things faster and adjust faster than Petrino. A little pitch play. That's Williams. Nice tackle in the open field, stopped short of a first down. Third and 3 here. Wolfpack have been pretty aggressive on third down on defense. And a whistle. That was a penalty.
Full start offense. Number 74. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
So you've got 3rd and 3, crowd noise like you can't believe, and they shift once again to that Buddy Ryan Bear defense to get an advantage. And when you shift, a linebacker will say move. As he said move, just like that, that caused the offensive lineman to false start.
All right. So Jaron Christian was the guy, the left tackle, who moved early. I think they've actually flip-flopped. Christian's over on the right side for this down. Becton is at left tackle. That throw across the middle is incomplete. Intended for Corey Reed. It's 4th down.
There's such a big sequence right there because they were in field goal range even if they didn't get it on 3rd and 3. The penalty moves them back. The guy's actually open. The receiver's open because the defender slips. Ball's a little bit behind him. You'd still like to see him make that catch, but you would also like to see the quarterback deliver a strike. That could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, at minimum, though, I think you got to catch that one. Now Louisville will try a 48-yard field goal. Landon Creaky, who has been perfect on field goal kicks. Big difference in that special teams aspect of this game.
And what Coach Petrino say, this is his max distance that he'd feel comfortable calling him out to kick it, and he nailed it.
I think he had a little extra to spare. Might have to move that max a little back.
He just earned another 5 yards.
Take that, Coach.
Louisville cashes in for 3. It's 17-13 Wolfpack. How about a backstage pass look with a spotlight on the NC State video coordinator, Hud Jordan, who helped us out yesterday. He's an NC State grad himself, been with the school since 2003. And you guys know better than anybody, those video guys for a football program, college or NFL. Who works harder than those guys?
And they hooked us up yesterday, gave us the defensive line film room to watch some film study up on this game.
Thanks to HUD for helping us with that. Field goal for Louisville. Hines kick return. He's dangerous. Got hit across the 20 though. I think Garrett Bradbury, by the way, the center, is back in the game. Hines, nifty moves, a couple of different spins to the 40.
Well, there was that same completion concept play they ran earlier where they hit the split end receiver. This time, Louisville defends it properly, and they have to throw it to the check down to the running back, and the running back does the rest. Impressive run after the catch by Hines.
Not one, but two of them.
That's when you hit that B button on your PlayStation or your Xbox or whatever it is. I'm too old to know.
Sometimes you can hit it a little too often. Hines off and going to midfield, to the 30, down the sideline, finally dragged down inside the 20. Made one great play in the pass game and then got the ball on the ground.
What's impressive about this drive here, it's well blocked. The penalties on first down both times in this drive, and then you see the quickness of Hines through the hole.
45 yards, and here we go again. This has been the part of the field where the Wolfpack have struggled so much. 10 plays inside the 20. 4 of them have gone for no gain. 4 of them for negative yardage. They've missed a field goal. They fumbled down here. It's been a different offense when they've been in this part of the field. Hines, that gets a yard, but only one. And now a penalty flag coming. James Hearns is thinking that Bobby Petrino's not.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 99. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Hearns was arguing normal play. Petrino did not agree with his player, and he takes him out of the game. Part of that is the whistle blows, and then you do that.
Yeah, clearly the play's over. Dave, you mentioned it. They've struggled in this area of the field, and you just gifted them.
Gift.
You just absolutely gifted them. This is where they've been struggling, and they know it.
Man, that feels like a very big play, because really it was more the same on that first down.
And Alexander is in the game. He's going to be the corner to Ryan Finley's left. After testing him last time down here, I'd stay away from him and work to the field.
Well, the defensive play call, they were.
The down guy along the sideline with the down marker has the wrong down up there. It's first and goal. So we've just had too much confusion. That's happened way too often in this game. And Dave Doran was going nuts, but he gets confirmation. It is first and goal. 4 trips inside the 20 and 10 total points out of those possessions. Samuels. Now a pitch after the fake handoff to Myers, who gets hit after a gain of a yard. And let's go downstairs to Laura.
Dave, you were talking about NC State center Garrett Bradbury. He did have a chest x-ray. They determined that there was nothing significantly wrong, and that's why he's back in the game.
Thanks, Laura. That's big.
It's huge. He's the vocal leader, the communicator on that offensive line. I'm sure they're thrilled to have him back out there.
Well, those big guys up front, I mean, they have got to be a little disappointed with how things have gone in this part of the field. So is that guy.
Nice outfit, though.
Second and goal. Finley, handoff straight ahead, and touchdown Hines. He was the star on that drive, Nyheim Hines. Bobby Petrino is not happy.
But now that guy's happy. He's back. Same guy.
Same guy.
He's not happy.
A 10-point lead with the you can't take even these for granted. NC State can't. Extra point up and good. Well, we've just talking about, Laura gave us the update on the center. The penalty was a big play, but having those big guys up front all together felt like it was big on that touchdown run.
Great job controlling the line of scrimmage, especially on that drive.
And how about Hines? I mean, you think about it, they throw him the swing pass. He makes two guys miss. Big play there. And then he takes off on the big run.
It was very fitting that he was the guy to punch it in the end zone. He had the double spin move that you're talking about, the 45-yard run immediately following. And the touchdown run for Hines. Just turned into one of the better running guys. This guy who started his career as a wide receiver here at NC State. He's one of the better backs in this ACC. Kickoff returnable to the 20, to the 25, bouncing off a tackler out to the 35 and the 40. Travion Samuel. Out to Samuel. Nice tackle, short gain.
Samuel's another guy. He's dangerous with the ball in his hands. Eludes one defender. Had one more to beat. Shoestring tackle. Had he not made that tackle, Samuel was gone.
I hope people get a sense of Lamar Jackson, how quick his hands are. You know, it's a unique talent to have quick hands, but be able to deliver the ball accurately. He's so good at these throws at the line of scrimmage.
Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Jackson, play fake, spin move of his own. He wasn't going to get away from the second guy, big number 90, Shug Frazier. Maybe one more play, maybe, we'll see. Subs coming in, that may prevent it, we'll see. Milestone run for Lamar Jackson, over 3,000 rushing yards in his career. They're going to need more tonight, though, it feels like. That is the end of quarter number 3. 17th ranked team in the country on the road and being tested big time. Last year, this matchup was lopsided in the other direction. It was all Louisville. Tonight, NC State, I think, has been the better team.
Well, we got a great atmosphere, and it's a home game. That makes all the difference sometimes.
15 minutes still to go. 24-13, Wolfpack. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. As we start the fourth quarter in Raleigh, they waited a long time for an ACC game like this. Top 25 teams, NC State 24-13 over Lamar Jackson and Louisville. And listen to this place. On third down, first play of the fourth quarter, Jackson fakes, keeps, first down Cardinals.
Well, it was time for Lamar Jackson to put his Superman cape on. His team needed him to step up and make a huge play, and he did just that.
If I'm Bobby Petrino, I continue to run him. I know you're worried about hits he's taking and how many times he's carrying the football, but this is where they've had their most success, is when he's kept it as a runner.
And give NC State credit, too. If you take out the sacks, now he's taken off here again, and this could be a very big play. Jackson in the open field. For the most part, even with the sacks out of the equation, they have contained him, but a couple good runs in a row.
Dave, that's a design quarterback draw. He didn't take off on a pass play. That's a design quarterback draw. And I think Petrino realizes it. I mean, he's their best player by a long shot. It's best to have the ball in his hands.
There's still a long way to go in this game. Jackson this time does hand it off straight ahead to the 15, down to the 14, Malik Williams. I think Williams has given them a spark.
He certainly has.
Well, it's a physical presence on those runs, and then when the quarterback does keep it on the zone read, there's a reason he's able to, is they got to commit to that run. They got to commit to their gap. And he's just so quick, and he's so good at reading the read as well.
Pitch it, and Bonifant, who is a former quarterback, looking to throw toward the end zone. He threw it away.
So they double Des Fitzpatrick. They go with a run action. It's going to be a halfback pass to Fitzpatrick in the corner of the end zone. I don't know if they just happened to have the perfect coverage on, or if they felt like it was coming.
I actually don't like the design of the play here. You have a right-handed thrower, and you're basically running a halfback pass to the left. That's a difficult throw for a guy that's been playing running back all night.
Bonifant, a little shovel pass straight ahead, running first down. Nice call. It's going to be first and goal. That's the tight end, Stanberry.
Now that is great design right there. You know, they fake basically what looks like the zone read, and then they just pitch it to Stanberry. As you said, the tight end is coming underneath there. well designed and well executed by that Louisville offense.
And what you really want on a shovel pass is you want those defensive ends rushing way upfield, better late in the game than early.
First and goal. Lamar Jackson now scrambling. Little pump fake. Got around the defender. Jackson. Touchdown. And for the moment, this crowd gets much more silent.
Sometimes he just makes it look so easy.
Well, Matthew, you said put the Superman cape on. That's what they did. They ran him, design quarterback runs, and then this is not a design quarterback run. This is spinning out of a pass play.
His eyes are downfield the whole way. Feels pressure from the left. It is Chubb. He spins out. Just has incredible speed, and he's got shakes at the goal line. Comes in standing up. Very impressive.
When he spun out of that, I thought, you know what, there might be a big collision at the goal line. He's just so elusive. It's hard to get a significant shot on him.
So now going for 2. Down 5 in the 4th quarter. Interesting decision. I don't think a slam dunk decision. Instead of taking the point, they're going for 2. Fitzpatrick shuffles back right. Jackson toward the end zone, incomplete, knocked away. So they get nothing after the touchdown. They'll take the 6. And they needed that, and a lot of it was their Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Lamar Jackson. You guys said it in the middle of that drive. Let him make some plays. And Lamar Jackson did. Into the end zone. 5-point lead for the Wolfpack, 4th quarter. Well, they billed this game as the biggest in a couple of decades in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're setting up for a spectacular finish. Both quarterbacks have really been great. But how about Lamar Jackson with his stats tonight? He has become the first underclassman in college football history with 7,000 or more pass yards, 3,000 or more rush yards. He just continues to do spectacular things. And that was him on that touchdown drive for Louisville to make this a 5-point game. Down the kick return. Hines gets to the corner. Hines to midfield and across midfield. He's got a couple 100-yard touchdown returns in his career. This wasn't quite that, but it's a big play.
Hines says, hey, listen, I have a cape too. Let me play Superman. I did it on the last offensive drive. Let me do it on this kickoff return. Awesome.
If you're a kicker, you got almost no chance at number 7. Maybe he slowed him down enough to let his teammates come in and help out. But 48 yards on the kick return. Best starting field position for the Wolfpack tonight.
That's a huge momentum swing right there. And this crowd is right back into it. You got to love this atmosphere.
It's great. And these are great college football fans. And frankly, in the last many years, they have not had enough good things to cheer about. And tonight's a night that they have looked forward to for a long time. And a fascinating game with both quarterbacks on the field playing well. First down, NC State. Handoff. No gain on first down. Let's go down to Laura.
Dave, Louisville's James Hearns on their defense had a spirited message to his guys right before this possession saying, Lamar got us back in this thing. We have got to stop them here. We absolutely cannot let them score. He told everyone that he's on the sideline right now, but he had that message to his guys on defense.
Well, remember, he committed what looms, I think, as a very big penalty. NC State, all their problems in the red zone. He committed a personal foul that gave the Wolfpack first and goal on their last drive and punched it in. Maybe that's why he's standing on the sidelines. Swing pass, Hines makes a move and gets some positive yardage, shoved out. That was close, but no flag. I think rightfully so. Third down.
That's that same play where he said, I said he hit the B button. He did the spin move twice in a row. They tried to go back to it. Better tackling that time by Louisville.
Now here comes James Hearns, who is one of their better pass rushers. The fans seeing a replay in the stadium thinking there should have been a personal foul call.
If I'm head coach Dave Doran, I'm thinking my kicker struggled. I maybe have 2 downs to get a first down.
I think it's a good point, Tim. I do. The kicking game has not been good for the Wolfpack.
Formation into the boundary. Look for the shot to Finley's right.
On 3rd and 6, he'll look right. He'll take his shot, and it is caught inside the 5. Tim knew it was coming, and the Wolfpack executed. First and goal.
It's those moment of truth plays. It's one thing to know where the ball's supposed to go. It's another to actually make the play against tight coverage. Great catch by the wide receiver. Gave him an opportunity. He took advantage of it.
21 yards, first and goal. Gillespie in the backfield. Finley hands it off. Touchdown. And it was all set up by that same formation that you spotted, and the play where they executed out of it. Now NC State is acting like they're going to go for two with an 11-point lead, 10 minutes plus to go.
Looks like maybe a trick play.
All right, let's see. They love trick plays. They'll fake the jet sweep and throw. 2 points. You guys have been all over this all game long. The play that set it up was the key to that touchdown drive.
Once again, formation into the boundary, like Tim said. You get press man coverage. It was against the freshman. They put in the junior, Jair Alexander. Still they make the play, and then again set it up with a nice run to follow the pass.
What an answer by the Wolfpack. The kick return and then the touchdown, 32-19. College football primetime here on Thursday night from Raleigh, and the Wolfpack ranked for the first time since Russell Wilson was a quarterback here at the end of the 2010 regular season. That's the last time NC State was in the top 25. They are looking like a top 25 team here at home against Louisville after a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Louisville's going to get the ball back.
As time winds down in this game, the Louisville offensive coaches are trying to keep Lamar Jackson and company positive, telling them, hey, we still have enough time in this game to make something happen, but we definitely don't have time to waste. We've got to be quick. Also telling the O-linemen, we cannot afford penalties here.
It's hard, thank you, Laura, with all the crowd noise that has been such a big factor in this game. Jackson got the ball tipped up and almost intercepted. It hits the turf, incomplete.
Tips and overthrows, got to get those if you're the defense. That's an opportunity to change the game right there.
Not quite for Jared Fernandez. The senior middle linebacker has played so many games for the Wolfpack. And the standards of Lamar Jackson has certainly been a modest night for him. He's played well. Wolfpack defense has been good, though. 6 minutes plus to go. That's a completion. And Dawkins will get tackled inbounds. Clock moves. The clock is a factor. How fast does Louisville have to go here?
Well, they need to get a chunk play. They also need to make a play here on this third down. I would run the quarterback here if I'm Bobby Petrino.
It's one thing to hurry. You got to get first downs, though. They hand it off, and that is a first down. Bonifon with the carry, so that momentarily stops the clock. That helps you in college. You're down 2 scores. You steal some of those seconds. Louisville they got 2 timeouts. They can get in the end zone, get some points on the board, and play defense one more time.
But Dave, you're right. They need to get a chunk play here. They need to do something, a big play, over 20 yards.
Jackson steps up. He is trying for one of those chunk plays. That one was behind his receiver, incomplete.
I don't know if it's frustration or what it is, but we haven't seen the same accuracy out of Lamar Jackson on the last couple, maybe 3 throws that we saw earlier in the game. Still having a great game, but I would say that he's going to watch this film with his coaching staff tomorrow and feel like missed opportunities there on the last 2 throws.
Yeah, it's still early in this season, but you do think the chances of repeating as a Heisman winner. You lose a second game. That
There it is.
Receiver wide open. Dawkins, he hit him in stride, and there he goes. Can they catch him from behind? Finally, yes, out of bounds inside the 10. Seth Dawkins with the big play that Louisville needed. This game is not over yet.
The chunk play that you're talking about, and it's just a simple slant. He just runs a slant route, gets inside, and then it's very good run after catch. Terrible angle by Kid Glass.
Incredible play by Jermaine Pratt. 235 pounds to run that wide receiver down. Impressive.
And I don't know if he started to cramp up or what, but Dawkins is out.
Reverse.
They're running a trick play. They're trying to throw it back to the quarterback, Jackson. Instead, Bonifon gets a hit. I don't know in this situation about doing that. I don't know.
You know what? It's who they are, though. They've got this explosive. There's nothing we can't do, nothing we can't try.
The main thing is you have to get it. Once you're here, first and goal, you got to get it in the end zone. And I'm busy saying maybe Lamar Jackson's Heisman hopes go away. If he leads them to a comeback, maybe they're revived here tonight in Raleigh.
It's the second time on a trick play they've had a right-handed thrower running left.
Doesn't seem ideal. Jackson keeps. That seems like a good idea. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson. This game is not over.
It certainly is.
As long as number 8's playing quarterback, it is not over.
Now, Louisville went for 2. The last time they scored, didn't get it. So now they're down 7. They will kick the extra point to try to make it a 6-point margin. Still 4:10 to go. That's a long time. And NC State fans know that this game is very much still in the balance. So does that guy.
Well, if NC State wants to play with the big boys, they got to win games like this.
That one tipped and no good. That is huge. That keeps the margin at 7. That really changes the feel of the last 4 minutes and 10 seconds. It doesn't change the fact that Louisville is still very much in this game. Let's see if we can figure out who got a hand on that kick. Might have been Bradley Chubb. Was it number 9, the All-American?
It sure was.
Paw up. Yeah, he got it. What doesn't that guy do? He has been everywhere tonight for the Wolfpack. And Dave Doran knows that's a big play by his special team. 7-point lead Wolfpack. Huge game on both sides. One of the biggest games NC State has played in a long time. And it feels different now. Now that is kind of a pooch kick, which is interesting for Louisville after their touchdown. And NC State has pretty decent field position.
Smart play by the NC State player to call a fair catch on a kickoff return.
And now NC State, can they finish this game on offense? 4 minutes to go. And a few first downs might do it. If you're deliberate enough, we'll see.
Well, and Ryan Finley has so much freedom at the line of scrimmage. You know, Eli Drinkwitz was saying he did he had his quarterbacks do an off-season study on guys like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, their mechanics at the line of scrimmage, and that's where quarterbacks can take control of the run game, getting your team into the right play.
That's a good point by you, Matt. Tim, you made the point on the last drive. You got to be smart here about this play clock.
You do. The other thing that you need to do is you can't get too conservative.
Yeah,
I mean, there come a point in this drive where you may need to throw the football.
2nd down and 8 from the pistol. They hand it off. Hines stumbles forward and gets a couple yards. So the 3rd down now, whistles and timeout. And that's the guy you guys have been talking about a lot. And he is impressive. Fun guy to talk offensive football with, Eli Drinkwitz. 2nd year with the Wolfpack. He's doing a really good job. Now, what does Eli do? It's 3rd and 5. This is kind of the spot you were talking about, Tim. Do you get conservative, keep it on the ground?
I don't think you do. I think you trust your quarterback.
He hadn't thrown an interception since the Miami game last year. He double clutches and throws it behind his receiver. Incomplete. It's 4th down. And what a big stop by the Louisville defense.
Well, they got up there and challenged him outside the wide receiver. They went press coverage, bump and run, man to man. And you know, basically they just won the matchup. The quarterback there didn't pull the trigger. Probably sometimes it can happen. You're trying to be a little bit too safe with the ball, and you're not as accurate as you once were.
And I guarantee you, everybody in this stadium is thinking about number 8. We got to give the ball back to the Heisman Trophy winner. A nice punt and a fair catch signal all the way back to the 10. Good special teams once again from the Wolfpack. It's going to be a long field. They need to get to the end zone. 7-point lead for the Wolfpack. Their defense will try to keep Lamar Jackson from leading Louisville down the field. Chance for a repeat Heisman. He got 90 yards to make a very big impression, and on the first play they'll throw it away.
Well, great coverage again downfield, and a smart play by Lamar Jackson to throw this ball away. Don't make a bad situation worse. Live to fight another day. But I will say this, you got defensive end pass rushers who are very talented, who have aspirations of playing at the next level. Bradley Chubb, as an example. The guys at the NFL, this is when they take over. The Von Millers, the Khalil Macks, this is when they take over a game. We saw him block the extra point. Here's another opportunity he has to take over this football game.
2nd and 10. Jackson throws middle, tipped up and intercepted. Touchdown. Jermaine Pratt, the junior, maybe just put this game away. They're still coaching Lamar Jackson hard on the sideline. Dave Doran knows 2:52 to go. He's still got to give the ball back to Jackson, but with only one timeout. And now down by a couple of touchdowns. Kick is up, and it is good. Long odds for Louisville and Lamar Jackson.
Nothing tricky here, Dave. They're just going to rotate to two high safeties. It's Tampa 2 coverage. The Mike linebacker is going to drop deep. The ball should just go to the middle of the field. The slot receiver is running inside. Lamar's got to just bring him inside a little bit more. Ball's behind him. It's tipped up in the air.
The defensive coaches, they say Timpson over those, got to get those, and that's why. That changed the whole momentum of the game, changed the score of the game even. Now, those defensive ends that we said were pass rushers that had to close out the game, this is the opportunity. There's no chance of them going to the run game right now. They have to throw the ball to get back in this game.
They're going to do a pooch kick of their own, which is another interesting decision. Louisville will get the ball at about the 33-yard line. Jackson throws short left, and Louisville will get out of bounds to stop the clock. Bonifant with the catch.
That's really a good throw. He had a guy in his face. That swing route to the running back, when that running back's running full speed away from you, ironically is a much tougher throw than it looks like. But he's got a defensive end in his face as he lets it go, and a perfect strike.
Second down and 5. He'll throw a very similar pass this time, even better defended. Clock will continue to roll after a gain of a yard. And that ends up being a very bad play for Louisville. The clock, they need the clock a lot more than they need a yard.
Well, it was a 2-deep zone like Tim had drawn up earlier, and I would have liked to seen him stay to the wide side here with 3 receivers to have better numbers.
Third down. Jackson looking to run, ran into a defender, now cuts it upfield, and there may be only one quarterback in the country who could get the 4 yards on that one.
Yeah, listen, it's as good as a pass for these guys right now. It's really been the best part of their offense. He's been a little bit off throwing the football in the last couple drives.
But you got to go. I mean, even any seconds ticking off the clock, taking away the long shot chances in this game. That one incomplete.
Fatigue is setting in on this defensive front 4 for NC State. I mean, you saw right there, Bradley Chubb, he didn't even get lined up in time. He plays the boundary side, meaning of the hash mark. He's going to play the short edge of the field, less likely to get chipped. You know, has a better chance to be a better pass rusher on that side. He didn't even get lined up in time that time.
And he's out of the game for this second down play. Jackson under some pressure, nice delivery, and quickly out of bounds to the NC State 40. Corey Reed, there is a flag in the backfield.
Roughing the passer. Defense number 98. 15 yards. First down.
So the big gain, 16 yards, and then another 15 on top with the penalty.
I could see NC State using another timeout on a stopped clock.
Well, the stakes in this game we know were high. The winner had such an advantage over so many in this ACC, but particularly for NC State because they're still undefeated in conference play. They've already gone to Tallahassee and got no win. Clemson comes here November 4th, and that is looming now as potentially the biggest game left in this conference if NC State finishes this one off. Across the middle, back to the original line of scrimmage. Clock will move. Under a minute to go. Down 14. They need to get it in the end zone. They need to do that fast. Then they're going to need an onside kick. It's been loud everywhere inside Carter Finley. It's been really loud this end of the field. Toward the end zone, incomplete. Good coverage intended for Des Fitzpatrick, who's had a breakout kind of game.
And really a good play call. You had the matchup you might like, man-to-man, one-on-one. Lamar Jackson had to get rid of it a little bit sooner than he wanted to, picked the wrong angle, or maybe not the wrong angle, but a different angle than the wide receiver had picked with tight coverage. Long foul ball.
Incomplete. On 3rd and 16, and this will be the final shot here for Louisville. Down to one last play to even have any kind of hope. And we talked about it yesterday with everybody involved in this game. The scout team quarterback for NC State, everybody was giving him credit how good of a job he did mimicking Lamar Jackson. They have defended Jackson pretty well tonight.
Well, Jalen McClendon did a great job. Tim, you were talking about earlier.
Matthew McClay was the guy who was Lamar Jackson this week. He obviously did a good job.
Last hope, Jackson trying to keep the play alive. Lamar Jackson throws. It is incomplete, knocked away. And that's going to do it. The weekend's going to start a little early here in Raleigh, North Carolina.
What a game. What a competitor Lamar Jackson is. What an amazing game, both teams. But this NC State crowd had an impact on this game. These kids, especially these seniors, talked about what this game would mean to them. They talked about how everything felt different here. It was a special year, and they made it happen.
And how about Ryan Finley?
Yeah.
Ryan Finley, in a game where everybody's talking about the other quarterback, comes in and plays really the game of his career.
20 for 31, 367 yards, a touchdown. Again, kept that interception streak alive.
I said, Ryan, what's it going to be like if you guys win this game? What'd he say? It's going to be lit.
I think he's right about that.
He is ready to celebrate with his teammates. What a night for the Wolfpack. They have waited a long time for this. They won in Tallahassee a couple weeks ago, a landmark win for Dave Doeren, and now tonight against the Heisman Trophy winner, they backed it up. And you know how much he knows this means for his program.
Well, not only does it help him this season, but it helps him with recruiting. NC State's a team, a program that's always tried to take that next step. I think QBU has been nice. You saw the pictures of the quarterbacks in the quarterback meeting room. Ryan Finley playing outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he did. And his head coach standing by on the field with Laura Rutledge.
Thank you, Coach. You've said it's been a long 4 years bringing this program back to prominence. How would you describe what it's like beating Louisville and a Heisman Trophy winner?
That's why you play and coach. I'm very proud of our assistant coaches and our football players and appreciate our fans. It's been coming. It's been coming. And when you work hard enough and you don't give in and you have persistence and faith, great things happen.
What can you say about Ryan Finley tonight?
He was incredible. And we knew if we protected him tonight that he would tear their secondary apart. We knew he would. His receivers are playing with so much confidence. He's playing great. I'm proud of him.
You just embraced your players. Why is this emotional for you?
It's all emotional because I love them. And they love us, and we work so hard for everything we do. They've invested everything. You know, and when you do that, it's special. You know, it just is. So proud of those guys. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Coach.
I had a loss for words, huh? Thank you, Laura. Dave Doeren. What a win. He's had a lot of big ones in his coaching career. That was pretty good. The Hasselbecks here with us on Thursday night, and they saw a special performance by NC State. For our producer, Scott Matthews, director Jeff Evers, for the Hasselbecks, for Laura Rutledge, Dave Fleming saying so long. Sports Center coming up in 15 seconds.